So the first place that he's taken is way outside of London, which I suppose for the first time tells us that this is something that's not just about his local environment, this is something all over the country. As he's taken out magically to drive there, again, this mention of the grasp is gentle but can't be resisted at the same time. Okay, so again, that's very much the idea, I suppose, of the influence of Christmas. Gentle but unable to be resisted. As they carry on and they go further into the country, he sees the past here, the darkness and the mist vanish. Of course, obviously, because it suggests they're not there in his past at this point. Okay. It's interesting, when he comes back to the place of his childhood, it's very much associated with his senses and what he understands there. And immediately the ghost points out his lip is trembling. What's that on your cheek? Clearly, obviously, he's crying. But at this point, he is still trying to hide it, like we saw before when he was hiding his fear. So the first signs of this kind of an emotion here, he passes off as a pimple instead. That won't last long, though, because literally within about a page, he goes back and he sees himself alone at Christmas. A solitary child neglected by his friends. It's an interesting thing there. Not that he doesn't choose to have them, he's neglected by them. And he sobs. Right? Now this, again, there's no hiding of the emotion. It's not just that he cries, it's that he sobs. It's extreme. Okay? He's moved on already at this point to being able to express himself very openly. So he goes to see the school. It's well worth noting here again that the school is neglected. It's not the nicest school to be. Now, on a straightforward level, that shows you how little care there is as to what school he's been sent to. He's not been sent to a good one. But also, similar point, but metaphorically, the neglect kind of reflects, therefore, the neglect of Scrooge himself. As they go into the room that's there, we see that word melancholy come back up again, an interesting association with that. He's described as a lonely boy, and the fact that he has forgotten the self that he used to be. So, this leads here down the bottom where we're seeing now that he is completely emotional. It points out that literally anything that happens makes him cry. It's like the floodgates have opened here. So what does he see? He sees himself reading. And these books that he's reading have characters who come to life and come past the window, and they are his only friends. It brings back a level of enjoyment, of ecstasy at his memory of it, even though he was so alone, that he had some form of friendship there. And it's interesting to note that all the books are exotic adventure stories that go into here, as though that's the point he's using it as a kind of escape. This leads, he's unable to move, but he's moving between laughing and crying. It does point out that people would have been amazed to see this. As he goes a bit further on the other side at this point, it does remind him of the previous boy that he met, the Christmas carol singer outside, and he feels regret immediately. And it's important to see how quickly he's beginning to see the link between them and beginning to feel the affective emotions that there are.